In studio, I'm joined by Alex Fourie, and he's just made Forbes magazine's 2014 list of the most promising entrepreneurs in Africa. Welcome, Alex.
Hi, Antonio.
So tell me, you actually made it into the top 10 of the Forbes magazine's Young Entrepreneurs list.
Yes, I was quite shocked when I saw that. I'm surprised and feel honored, but yeah, I mean, I made it onto the list, which I'm very, very happy about.
So just take me through a brief history of your company, iFix.
Sure. So I started iFix in 2007. I was still at uni and sort of, I was in one or two other projects I was involved with. And as it goes with sort of Stellenbosch students, you're quite reckless with your things. And one night I might have chucked my iPod somewhere, and it was broken. And sort of, I wanted the music on it. I didn't want a replacement. I didn't want to throw it away. Went to the iStore and they told me throw it away. I was like, well, no, I'm not going to throw it away. I want the music on there. One thing led to another. Watched a YouTube video, bought some parts on eBay, and suddenly, before I knew it, I fixed this thing and turned the thing on and it was working. I'm like, wow, how did that happen? Same thing for a friend, a bunch of friends at uni. And then I thought, well, okay, there might be a business here. Placed an ad in the Cape Ads, and suddenly my phone was ringing like 15, 20 times a day. I'm still supposed to be going to class, and I'm like, okay, what's happening here? And this is before the days of the iPhone even. So yeah, then, I mean, what I did is I sort of got one, because I shake extremely, so I'm not very good with electronics at all. I'm great at using them, but not really working on them. So I got one of my friends that was studying electrical engineering, asked him, dude, can you come help? Yeah, and sort of we started working together, and he started doing the repairs, and sort of grew from there. And then, obviously, I finished my degree after uni, set up a little shop in Cape Town. Grew it very organically, and I was playing band at the time, and this. And it's sort of, it just constantly grew. We set up a little shop in Pretoria, and that carried on for a year or two. Then, yeah, and currently we're sitting with 8 stores in some of the top malls in the country, employing 80 full-time staff, doing 6,000 repairs a month.
And I mean, is this the kind of industry that you've always envisioned yourself in?
Entrepreneurship is something I've always envisioned myself in. This wasn't my first project. Before this, I had, and even during this, I tried several things that failed. Some of them worked, some of them didn't work. So entrepreneurship is something I've always been very passionate about, and also empowering people to sort of, from the get-go on when I started iFix, all of my technicians, all of the reception, everybody that's involved, as sort of there's this entrepreneurial element, because they're all incentivized it's not sort of they get their X amount salary per month and that's it. They're all incentivized to create something awesome. And that's still going to this day.
And I mean, did you have to work closely with Apple in the US to do
yes,
what you're doing now?
Well, I mean, a lot of the guys that are working for us used to, so one of the guys, initially when we started, one of the guys used to work for Apple in the US. We work closely with some of our suppliers overseas that work closely with them. But we are an out of warranty repair center. We are completely third party. We're not affiliated with them officially. So, but I mean, we manage to maintain, and so we actually save a lot of people a lot of money, because the alternative is buying something new, and that's doesn't really go. That's from a recycling point of view, and sort of it's expensive. You can't just throw stuff away.